Imagine this. Your alarm rings at 5 a.m. You open your eyes. You get out of bed immediately. No snooze button. No struggle. No feeling like you've been hit by a truck. And somehow, you actually feel energized. Now here's the strange part. Millions of people believe waking up early is the secret to success. So they force themselves to wake up at 5 a.m. They buy expensive alarm clocks. They download productivity apps. They promise themselves tomorrow will be different. But after a few days, they're exhausted. They quit. And they blame themselves. But what if the problem isn't waking up early? What if the problem is that almost everyone is doing it wrong? Because waking up early without feeling tired has almost nothing to do with your alarm clock, and everything to do with something happening hours before you go to sleep. Let's find out why. Part 1. The biggest lie about waking up early. 0:45 to 2:30. Most people think waking up early is a morning problem. It's not. It's a night problem. Think about it. Imagine two people wake up at exactly 5 a.m. Person A slept at 9 p.m. Person B slept at 1 a.m. Who will feel better? Obviously, person A. Yet many people try to wake up earlier without going to bed earlier. They want extra hours in the morning without sacrificing hours at night. Unfortunately, the human body doesn't work that way. Your brain isn't a smartphone. You can't simply recharge it faster. Sleep is not optional maintenance. It's biological necessity. When you sleep, your brain removes waste products. Your muscles repair themselves. Your memory becomes stronger. Your hormones reset. If you consistently cut sleep short, your body will collect what scientists call sleep debt. And sleep debt behaves like financial debt. Ignore it long enough and eventually you'll pay the price. That's why the first secret to waking up early is surprisingly simple. Stop focusing on your wake-up time. Start focusing on your bedtime. Because every successful morning begins the night before. Part 2. Your body has a hidden clock. Inside your brain is something incredible. A tiny biological clock. Scientists call it the circadian rhythm. This internal clock controls when you feel sleepy, when you feel awake, when your body temperature rises, and even when your hormones are released. For hundreds of thousands of years, this clock was controlled by one thing: the sun. Sunrise meant wake up. Sunset meant prepare for sleep. Simple. But modern life changed everything. Today, many people spend their evenings surrounded by artificial light. Bright room lights, televisions, computers, smartphones. And your brain gets confused. When bright light enters your eyes at night, your brain receives a message. It's still daytime. As a result, it delays the production of melatonin. Melatonin is the hormone that helps prepare your body for sleep. Less melatonin means falling asleep becomes harder, and waking up becomes painful. This is why you can feel exhausted even after spending 8 hours in bed. Your sleep timing matters just as much as sleep quantity. Part 3. Why the snooze button makes you more tired. Let's talk about one of the most popular morning habits in the world. The snooze button. It feels amazing. For about 30 seconds, then it starts destroying your morning. Here's why. When your alarm wakes you up, your brain begins transitioning into a waking state. But when you hit snooze, your brain starts another sleep cycle. Then 10 minutes later, another alarm interrupts it. Now your brain is confused. Instead of becoming more rested, you become more groggy. Scientists call this sleep inertia, that heavy, foggy feeling after waking up. The more times you snooze, the worse it gets. It's like pressing the accelerator and the brake pedal at the same time. Your brain doesn't know whether to sleep or wake up. So here's a simple rule. The moment your alarm rings, stand up immediately. Don't negotiate. Don't think. Just move. The first 30 seconds determine the next 30 minutes. Part 4. The 5-minute morning hack. Now let's talk about one of the fastest ways to feel awake. Light. Real sunlight. The moment sunlight hits your eyes, your brain receives a powerful signal. Morning has begun. Your body starts reducing melatonin. Cortisol rises naturally. Alertness increases. Energy improves. This is why many sleep experts recommend getting sunlight within the first 30 minutes after waking up. Even 5 minutes can make a difference. If possible, step outside, walk around, Look toward the sky. You don't need to stare directly at the sun. Just expose yourself to natural daylight. Think of sunlight as your body's reset button. The sooner you press it, the easier the entire day becomes. Part 5. The evening mistake almost everyone makes. Now let's go back to the evening, because this is where most people accidentally sabotage their mornings. Imagine this. It's 11:30 p.m. You're lying in bed. You tell yourself you'll sleep in just 5 minutes. Then you check one video, one message, one social media post. Suddenly it's midnight, then 12:30, then 1 a.m. Sound familiar? The problem isn't just lost time. The blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production, and the content keeps your brain mentally active. Your body may be in bed, but your mind is still running a marathon. That's why creating a nighttime routine can be powerful. Dim the lights, put your phone away, read a book, stretch, listen to calm music, give your brain permission to slow down. Sleep begins long before your eyes close. Part 6. Why weekends are secretly ruining your sleep. Here's a mistake many people never notice. They wake up at 6 a.m. during the week, then sleep until 11 a.m. on weekends. It feels wonderful, but it creates a hidden problem. It's almost like traveling to a different time zone every weekend. Your internal clock becomes confused. Monday arrives, and suddenly waking up feels impossible. Researchers sometimes call this social jet lag. Your body doesn't know which schedule is the real one. The solution? Try to keep your wake-up time relatively consistent. Even on weekends, you don't need perfection. But consistency helps your brain predict when sleep should happen. And prediction is exactly what your circadian rhythm loves. Part 7. The real secret of early risers. People often admire early risers. They imagine they possess extraordinary discipline, superhuman motivation, unlimited willpower. But that's usually not true. Most successful early risers aren't fighting their bodies every morning. They've simply built habits that make waking up easy. They protect their bedtime. They limit late-night distractions. They maintain consistent schedules. They get morning sunlight. And over time, their bodies adapt. What looks like discipline from the outside often becomes automatic on the inside. The goal isn't to become someone who suffers through every morning. The goal is to become someone who no longer needs to suffer at all. So, how do you wake up early without feeling tired? Not by buying a better alarm clock, not by relying on motivation, and definitely not by forcing yourself to survive on less sleep. You wake up early by respecting how your body was designed to work. Go to bed earlier, protect your sleep, reduce bright light at night, get sunlight in the morning, stay consistent. And remember this, the secret to a great morning is rarely found in the morning. It's usually found the night before, because every sunrise begins long before the alarm rings. If you start making these changes tonight, tomorrow morning might feel completely different. And that difference could change your entire day.